So, Doc, how would you feel about spending $70 million on a superhero flick that completely failed the first time?
Oh, fuck off.
This is not a film. It's $70 million of college dorm room artwork come to life. It's the new viscose, silvery, glossy, caramelized filter placed on top of every single scene. It's slow-mo on steroids. Only in a Zack Snyder film would there be varying levels of slow motion. It's the opiate of superhero team-ups. The cinematic equivalent of Disneyland on acid. The whole film is one giant moment expanded into a movie, and that moment says, "Fuck you critics, I can do what I want." And he's right. He did. Zack Snyder has found the ultimate way to make his films. Generate fan hype on a shitty movie, substitute your own version on Twitter, then get fans to flock in the millions to see your jizzing 14-year-old self's version of events. And pump the final un-Frankenstein's monster full of so much CGI you'll choke, cough, and vomit pixels. The Snyder Cut is essentially superhero porn as written for and by a teenager. Character arcs, subtext, dynamic dialogue, character reveals, team-building moments.
Fuck off!
Instead, we'll add flickers of teenage romance, long drawn out and pointless scenes, long drawn out and pointless backstory, and long drawn out and pointless singing. Oh, you thought this movie was going to be a team-up about superheroes' differing personalities clashing while they learn how to work as an unlikely team?
Oh, fuck off.
What it really is 4 hours, 1 origin, 2 intros, 1 resurrection, and 2 kind of there already supporting the plot like pillars in a sandcastle. What's that? Group conflicts? Internal demons? Characters in a team-up movie that grow and evolve because of their exposure and compromise with one another?
Fuck off!
And the funniest thing about this whole enterprise is that I actually enjoyed it. Not ironically, but really. I mean, it wasn't good, but it also somehow wasn't bad. Like, my expectations were so low, so blown out and middle management that I enjoyed the spectacle if not the story. Turns out it's actually quite interesting to watch someone's CGI $70 million dreamgasm pimped onto the big screen with your favorite superheroes thrown in. Who knew? Having said that, do I want to see the Snyderverse explode onto the big screen again? Not even remotely. As fun as it was to watch a Hollywood-sized train wreck revitalized with Jordan Belfort levels of cash, do I want these beloved characters taken to the butchers once again? I'll take a hard pass. While he may have revitalized the series, he hardly made them more interesting than Whedon did. More organic, more believable, yeah sure. As you'd expect from double the runtime. But more engaging? I guess by virtue of focus, footage, and 4 fucking hours, sure. By virtue of craft? To the extent that more very much equals more and not necessarily quality, then yes. We spent more time with the characters, things made more sense, the action was more thought through. But was the quality of the movie actually better? Yeah, I guess it was. But not really. It was more enjoyable, more fun, more coherent, more fucking epic, but more ridiculous, more over the top, more hyped, more indulgent, and more mental, abso-fucking-lutely. It's kind of like if that show you loved when you were a kid got made into this big Hollywood extravaganza and the kid in you melted before it. But the adult in you shuddered for having barely recognized the characters and their journeys through the crack-induced spectacle. Would this film have been well received had the other one not been so shocking? That age-old question. Would Godfather 3 be as bad if not for the originals? Would the latest Terminator film? Would The Mandalorian be so good if not for the sequels being so terrible? In fact, looking at the Whedon cut makes me wonder, aside from the internal controversy, why are people so angry at him? Really? A director, visionary, leaves and the studio comes to you with nearly 4 hours of footage and says, make it 2 hours, make it funnier, make it family friendly, make fans love it, and make it fast. And you say, fuck it, I've got nothing else on. What could go wrong? Imagine you'd have had Whedon's job. Here's a little money. I need this epic thing in 5 months. Here's some change for reshoots, studio notes, and a whole bunch of pressure. Try not to piss off fans more than they already are, okay?
Save Martha! Superman was never real.
Fuck off!
Now, I'm not defending Whedon's cut. You can't defend shit. But when you're working with this studio, in this time frame, with this material, I highly doubt anyone could have done any better. Although, probably with fewer allegations. And all it cost was $70 million. And it shows. Almost every scene was lit with moody studio perfection and smoothed over with so much CGI it makes me wonder if Snyder's next film isn't just going to be an animated one. I mean, he took the complaints about Steppenwolf's appearance in the original and slapped him with so much moving silver I'm surprised he didn't turn into the fucking Silver Surfer. At least that would have been cheaper to animate. Regardless, the Snyder Cut is the ultimate fan revival, the ultimate fuck you to the studio and whomever else doubted this guy. I mean, it's not as if he's tried launching this shit before and...
Save Martha! Superman was never real.
You know, fuck it.